When you visit the homes of your grown children, be prepared for the truths that flow from the river of time. You may find that the strong current that once pulled you together has changed its course. You may discover that your once central role in their world has transformed, like a season giving way to the next. In the swift pace of their own journey, your deliberate steps can feel out of sync. This is a profound realization, a path many walk in their later years, often unexpectedly. There is a quiet suffering in feeling unseen, in becoming a memory rather than a presence. You dedicated your life's energy to them, a constant offering. You nurtured them through storms and droughts, pouring your own dreams into their soil so they could flourish. This was your purpose, a path of deep devotion. For many years, this gave your existence a powerful, unwavering focus. But life, like a river, flows onward. They found their own streams, their own oceans to explore, and a space opens up where their need for you once was. A difficult truth to hold is that your presence might not always be desired. This is not born from a lack of love, nor from a hardened heart. It is a reflection of a world that worships speed, a world that encourages moving forward, often by leaving stillness behind. From their perspective, your rhythm, your wisdom, your very way of being may not fit the landscape of their urgent lives. This is where a deep, internal ache can begin. Many elders have shared this quiet story of returning from a family visit, not feeling uplifted, but diminished. They carry back not warmth, but a hollowness in their center. The deep sense of honor they had hoped to receive feels like a distant echo. Consider the weight of this for a moment. Feel its shape. You arrive carrying the gift of your experiences, perhaps a quiet piece of guidance. But you are met with distracted eyes, with the faint glow of a screen that holds their attention. Your words move with the pace of deep thought, while the world around you rushes on. While you speak from the roots of your shared history, their minds are on the branches of tomorrow. The emails, the schedules, the endless tasks. And there you sit, a point of stillness on their couch, your presence barely touching the shore of their awareness. Let me then pose a question. Why would you place your peace in such turbulent waters? This question is not intended to create distance, but to illuminate a path to self-preservation. Countless good souls spend their final chapters chasing echoes of affection from children who are not yet able to grasp the depth of that yearning. A foundational insight is this: if you do not inhabit your own dignity in your elder years, you invite disharmony. Respect in this modern age is not automatically given. That is a difficult truth. It is an energy that radiates from your core. It is cultivated through your own stillness, not demanded with pleas. You must walk with a grounded spirit, not a heart that seeks. So many older parents arrive at their children's doors, as if asking for a reflection. They silently hope to hear, "You are a cherished mother, a respected father. We see all you have done." When that reflection is not offered, when the children are caught in their own currents, a quiet collapse happens within. Listen. You cannot entrust your inner home to those who have not yet learned to tend to their own. Do not go to their space with an open, unprotected spirit, hoping for external warmth. Go only when you are already full. Go only when your sense of value does not depend on being seen. This requires immense inner strength, a formidable quietude. Because for decades, you were the gardener for these very souls. You dried their tears, you offered them sustenance with the same hands that might now feel unsteady. You showed them how to stand, and now they hurry forward, sometimes forgetting to look back. But this is the great cycle of life. It moves ever onward, so you must be equally dedicated to protecting your inner sanctuary. A different kind of withering can occur in old age. It is not from illness, but from a heart worn down by expectation. The vision was of gratitude, shared meals, a tapestry of connection in the golden years. Instead, what is often met is absence, distraction, or worse, mere tolerance. You were not born into this world to be tolerated. You are not meant to be a faint shadow in the background of a life you helped create. If that is all that is offered, then you must gracefully withdraw, reclaim your inner ground. Do not voice complaint, do not act from anger, but also do not return to that same space. Not until they come to understand that your time, your presence, is also sacred. You have earned the right to tranquility, not to be an object of pity. You have earned the right to be in the company of those who feel your worth without being told. And a deep sorrow arises from this pattern. Many elders return again and again, wishing for a different outcome. They absorb the forgotten birthdays, the brief visits, the divided conversations. They tell themselves their lives are just full. This is just a season. But in the quiet chambers of their heart, they know. They feel themselves being placed on a shelf, and that shelf becomes a colder, more distant place with each visit. Here is an awareness to cultivate. The erosion of your spirit is a greater harm than solitude. Solitude can be a wellspring of strength, but feeling devalued eats at the very root of your being. It causes you to look back at your path and question the meaning of your devotion. That is a discord that no soul should have to endure. So, what is the practice? You build a life that is not dependent on their orbit. You cultivate your own garden. You find community, meaning, and ritual in your own sovereign space. You connect with beings who listen, who honor wisdom, who are not so consumed by their own forward motion that they forget the earth that supports them. You surround yourself with souls who choose to be in your presence, not from a sense of duty, but from a place of genuine connection. You release the role of the parent seeking approval, and you embody the elder who radiates dignity. Speak less, observe more. When you do offer your voice, let the words arise from stillness, not from need. Allow silence to be your greatest ally, for it is in the silent spaces that inner strength is most deeply felt. You are not here to chase. You are not here to hold on. You are here to live the final, profound chapters of your life from a place of inner power. And if your children do return, with open hearts and clear eyes, then welcome them. Welcome them with love, but not with the dependence of an empty cup seeking to be filled. Remember your nature. You are the root, not the branch. You are the deep earth, not the decorations on the roof. They stand tall because for decades, you reached toward the sun on their behalf. They are strong because you gave your life force to the soil. If they have forgotten this, allow life to be their teacher. Time has a way of gently, and sometimes brutally, revealing what is essential. They too will journey into their later years. And when they do, perhaps they will recall how you stood, how you chose serene solitude over the unease of being tolerated, how you chose inner alignment over asking for it. There is no dishonor in walking away from a space that no longer feeds your soul. There is, however, a deep sadness in staying, in wilting while hoping for a light that does not shine upon you. You are not frail. You are not without purpose. You are the embodiment of survival, of wisdom, of stories too profound for a hurried world to grasp. Your value is inherent. It does not diminish because others are unable to perceive it. So, do not visit your children if the price of that visit is the erosion of your spirit. Visit when your presence is honored, when your stories are received as gifts, when your stillness is a welcome presence, not an interruption. Visit when you are seen not merely as a parent, but as a being forged in the fires of life, standing in quiet power. Until that time comes, live your life fully. Discover new trails, create from your hands. Guide a younger person who comes with a ready heart to listen. Plant a tree and watch it grow. Write down your own stories. Laugh from your belly. Dance to your own rhythm. Sit in a library filled with quiet wisdom. Feel the stillness of the trees. Make new companions. Celebrate your own journey with people who remember. Drink your tea in silence and smile. Smile because you have realized that you do not need to be needed to be profoundly, beautifully alive. And if this message resonates within you, if you recognize this ache in the center of your being,